Hello, hello. It is that time again. It is quarterly empties time. I have lots of skincare, a little bit of hair care, and even a little bit of makeup. But before we get into the actual empties, I just want to say a huge, huge thank you for all of your support and encouragement on my life update video last week. Oh my gosh, I was overwhelmed with gratitude. You guys, I'm speechless. And I really couldn't even respond to very many comments because I was just overwhelmed. I mean, so many of your comments just literally brought tears to my eyes. So a huge, huge thank you. I appreciate each and every one of you. So we're going to jump right into skincare. No surprise. My Mad Hippie Cream Cleanser is in literally every single one of my empties videos. I just did an AM and PM skincare routine where I talked extensively about this. This has been my holy grail for several years. I have tried a few other cleansers that I have enjoyed, but none as much as my Mad Hippie. I'm not going to go on and on. So many of you have also tried this and commented to me that you love it. Definitely a staple and definitely a repurchase. I usually try to wait for a sale. You know, it's moderately priced. Ulta has it on sale periodically. Whole Foods. Interestingly enough, I haven't seen a Black Friday sale on the Mad Hippie, which is, there's a Black Friday sale on absolutely everything else. Anyway, Mad Hippie, I already have a backup and I will never be without it. Another empty that you've seen before, Curology. This is how I get my Retin A. I talked about it just a couple of weeks ago in my PM skincare routine. I have been using Curology, I think about, oh gosh, it's been a year for sure, maybe a little bit longer. I love the service. I love the product. My customized formula is 0.07 tretinoin. I have been using Retin A for about 20 years. We know it's the gold standard in anti-aging, but I like Curology because it's customized. So like I said, 0.07 tretinoin, and then I have 4%, oh gosh, 4% niacinamide, 4% niacinamide, and 5% tranexamic acid. We know the niacinamide is really good to help support our skin's moisture barrier. And of course, the tranexamic acid is really good to fight pigmentation. I love my Curology, of course. They send it to me automatically every 2 months. I pay $19.99 a month for this. I don't even have to think about repurchasing it. It just comes automatically, which I love. My Sukiyaka Suhada Urea Moisturizing Lotion. This is one of my very, very favorite skincare products, especially in these dry winter months. This is a staple. I use it both AM and PM immediately after cleansing, and it seals in the moisture. I don't think there's, yeah, you can see there's a little bit left in there. It is a watery essence. It has urea, it has ceramides, it has glycerin, hyaluronic acid. It feels like a slightly viscous, watery essence, and it just seals in the moisture. Again, I spoke about this very recently in my AM and my PM skincare routines. I love it. It's a staple. I already have a new one. This can be a little bit tricky to find sometimes. Sometimes it's available on Amazon, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's available on Walmart, sometimes it's not. So I will find it and list it and link it in the description box below. Of course, all of the products that I am talking about today will be listed and linked in the description box below. And also I always list and link all the cosmetics that I'm wearing on my face in the description box below. That way you can do your own research, read reviews, and perhaps even a little bit of shopping. I have 2 moisturizers to share with you. This is the Purito Centella Unscented Recovery Cream. I love this moisturizer. It has replaced my CeraVe PM moisturizer. You know, I loved the CeraVe PM moisturizer for so many years, and then they reformulated it and it just wasn't working as well for my skin anymore. It was giving me a little bit of sensitivity and it wasn't quite hydrating enough. I do have a video on the CeraVe reformulation, which I will put in the cards and in the description box below. So it sent me on a journey to find other moisturizers. The other moisturizer I have been using as we get into the colder, drier winter months and my skin is super, super dry, I have been also loving this Dr. Jart's Ceramidin cream. Oh, this is such a rich emollient cream. This provides a protective shield without feeling heavy and greasy. It is loaded with ceramidins. So I listen to my skin. If I am going to be outside in the winter, I'm going to use my Dr. Jart Ceramidin cream because I feel like it creates a protective shield against the elements. They're both excellent. I love both of them. Of course, the Purito is a little bit more affordable than the Dr. Jart, but I am not planning to be without either one of them. I already have a couple of backups of the Purito, and I'm going to be purchasing a couple of backups of the Dr. Jart during the Sephora Black Friday sale. It's at a pretty good discount right now, so of course, linked and listed below. Another skincare product that I have had for a while, and I am actually not going to be repurchasing this. This is the Obagi New Derm Clear. Now this is supposed to treat hyperpigmentation. It says skin bleaching and corrector cream. I did get this from my dermatology office. It is 4% hydroquinone. And the dermatologist told me use it for 2 months, 2.5 months, and then take a break. So I've had this for about 2 years. I will use it for 2 months, then take several months off, and then use it for a couple of months. It is irritating. It is expensive. I don't feel like it really did that much for my skin. So I am not planning to repurchase the Obagi New Derm Clear. I've heard a lot of great things about it. It is dermatology recommended, but like I said, I did find it a little bit irritating on my skin, which made it a little difficult to use. It was very expensive, and I just did not see the results that I had hoped to see for the price. I'm probably just going to need to bite the bullet and get some sort of IPL or laser for my sunspots at some point. I'm thinking about that in January. Anyway, you know, I'm a sunscreen fanatic. I bought a whole bunch of sunscreens last May. I did a huge roundup, and at this point, my 2 most used sunscreens are empty right now, and one of them is the Dermatology Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF 44. This is 100% mineral sunscreen. I absolutely love this. You know, for many years, I absolutely loved the Ulta MD UV Elements. I still love that sunscreen, but the UV Elements and the UV Restore, as beautiful as they are, and as much as I still love them, and I still have them, and I still use them, the tint on those 2 sunscreens is just slightly too warm for my skin. But the tint on this Dermatology is really just perfect for my skin. It's not orangey. Oh, see, I have just enough left in here to show you the tint. It's not orangey. It blends into my skin. It gives a nice glow. Just ever so slight amount of coverage. I think it is a beautiful formulation and is very hydrating. I absolutely love this sunscreen. This is empty. I was sort of holding off on repurchasing because I knew Dermatology was going to be having a really good Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. I think it's 30% site-wide, no code needed. I do have a link below to the Dermatology sale. I am picking up a few things to restock, and we will get to that in a moment. But before we get to that, I do want to share with you my other sunscreen that I completely used up and I absolutely love. And I already repurchased 2 backups during their most recent sale. And it is the Color Science Sun Forgettable Total Face Protection SPF 50. Again, it's just so moisturizing and hydrating on my skin. It has a really nice lightweight feel. The tint is perfect. Let me show you the consistency and the tint of the Color Science. Yeah, see, I'm pretty much out of that. Like I said, I already purchased a couple of backups. I think you can see it is sort of runny, a thinner consistency, very hydrating, and just enough tint to take the white cast away, at least on my skin. It really does disappear into my skin. Both of these SPFs work beautifully under makeup. They are both very nicely hydrating on my skin. I use and love both of them. Color Science was having a sale, what, a month ago or so, and I did already repurchase 2 of these, but I'm sure this is on sale somewhere, either Color Science or Derm Store during this Black Friday, Cyber Monday chaos. I highly recommend this. I absolutely love it. I love having both of these. These have been my top 2 most used sunscreens for the past few months. Speaking of dermatology, the other products that I do plan to purchase, repurchase, and perhaps stock up during their Cyber Monday, Black Friday amazing sale, site-wide, right? 30% off, I think. You know, I love and adore my Dermatology Peptide Night Cream, loaded with peptides, loaded with ceramides. It is the last step in my evening skincare routine. Very hydrating. A nice, occlusive last step to my night routine to seal in all my actives and serums. I've been using this about a year. I have repurchased it several times, and I am planning to repurchase it again. Now, another dermatology product that they did send to me, and I did want to try this, and it is the Dermatology Vitamin C plus E plus Ferulic Serum. So I used this up, and I really have enjoyed it. What I really did enjoy about this is it was a little bit more moisturizing than my Timeless Vitamin C Serum. I have been using and loving Timeless Vitamin C Serum for at least 5 years. That is an excellent serum, and I'm sure they are also having a Black Friday sale because Timeless has pretty regular sales almost around every single holiday. Anyway, so I did use up the Dermatology Vitamin C Serum. This is 15% L-ascorbic acid versus the 20% on the Timeless. So if you find the Timeless Vitamin C Serum a little too irritating, you might really enjoy the Dermatology, like I said. A lower percentage of vitamin C, so a lower risk of irritation, as well as it just has some really nice hydrating ingredients in here. It has glycerin and panthenol and sodium hyaluronate, hydrogenated castor oil. So in addition to the L-ascorbic acid and the ferulic acid and the vitamin E, there are some additional hydrators in here, which I really do enjoy. Now, oh gosh, I'm not sure if I'm going to repurchase this. I don't know. I have a whole 1 ounce Timeless that I need to get through. And one of the things about L-ascorbic acid serums is that they are unstable. So it is not really something you can stock backups of. So I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to repurchase this, but I do recommend it, and I did enjoy using it. And once I get through my Timeless, I don't know, maybe I'll alternate. Sometimes it's so hard to choose between your favorites. Maybe on some days I'll use my Timeless, and on some days I'll use this. I don't know. 30% off is pretty good. I might have to pick up 1 more of these. Okay, so that is it for dermatology. And by the way, just so you don't think I'm a total dermatology fanatic, they also sent me their dermatology hand cream. Now this is not quite empty, but I am putting it in the empties because it is the lavender and rosemary hand cream. Repair, nourish, and hydrate. This just is not a hydrating enough hand cream for me. I feel like I need to put a hand lotion on after I use this. So, you know, if you have normal hands and they don't get super dry, this might be lovely. But for my, dry skin, dry winter, this just is not hydrating enough for me. So I am, I used most of it up. I am getting rid of this. 1 more skincare item, then a couple of hair care items, and some makeup. I finished up a Maisama Green Rooibos Pressed Serum. This is a beautiful antioxidant serum. Of course, it has the green rooibos, which is a tea with very high antioxidant properties, very similar, sort of a green tea type. Gosh, it has niacinamide and it has hydrators. It is just a beautiful serum. Let me see if I can, yeah, I have a little bit there. It does have an amber tint, and I use this in conjunction with my LED mask because Oh, the scent, you guys, the scent of this serum. It just smells like the most beautiful, lovely tea that you've ever smelled in your life. I don't know, it sort of does disappear into the skin, but I tend to use it at night in conjunction with my LED mask because I do feel it does sometimes leave a tint on my skin. So I tend not to use this in the daytime. And this takes me quite a long time to go through because I do my LED mask about 3 or 4 times a week. And this is what I use. I apply this after cleansing about 10 minutes before applying my LED mask. And I absolutely love it. And this is empty, and I already have a backup that I think I purchased during the last sale. You know, it is a beautiful serum. My Sama is having a really nice Black Friday sale, 20% discount. With my code TTB10, you can get an additional 10% off, and she is doing free worldwide shipping for the very first time. She also has a couple of newer products that she came out with. An exfoliating toner, I guess she calls it a resurfacing toner. It has lactic acid in it, as well as a mask, a brightening mask. But this is an Empties video. This is not a review of the whole My Sama line, but if this is something that you're interested in, there is a discount code below. It is on sale. It is a lovely product, and it does have a permanent place in my LED mask routine. Okay, hair care. I always get a kick when I share this one with you. It is my Big Sexy Hair Volumizing Root Pump Spray Mousse. And the reason I get a kick out of it is because the last thing I have is big sexy hair. But this does help give me a little bit of lift and volume at the roots. I have demonstrated how I use this in a hairstyling video I did about, I don't know, 6 or 9 months ago. I will list that in the cards and in the description box below. I love this stuff. It is completely empty. I've been using this for several years. There is nothing else that I have found that will give me a little bit of volume. You know, you apply it to wet hair, work it in, and then below your roots, you know, sort of upside down. Anyway, I really, really love this product. Even though my hair is not big and sexy, I do feel like it works to give me a little bit of volume at the root. And I have it in the travel mini size as well. Of course, I used both of them up, and I have since replaced both of them. Okay, that's it for hair care. Let's get to the fun part, which is makeup. I have a couple of items that I have used up that I'm going to share with you. The first one is one of my all-time favorite lipsticks. It is the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine in the color Varnished Rosewood. Now, I love this formula. It's sort of a balmy, very moisturizing, very hydrating formula. And I have several different shades in this formula, but my very favorite shade is the Varnished Rosewood. I can't count how many times I have repurchased this lipstick. Now, one of the reasons I've repurchased it so many times is it's not a really long-lasting formula on the lips. Like I said, it's sort of a hydrating, balmy, glossy formula, and it does need to be reapplied throughout the day. So I do tend to keep this in my purse, reapply it throughout the day, and so I do tend to go through it much more quickly than any other lipsticks. So I have repurchased this so many times. I already have a backup. I will say I am finding it just a little bit more difficult to find than I used to. For instance, my Target no longer carries any of the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine formulas, which makes me a little bit nervous. But you can still find it on Ulta and Walgreens and Amazon. Anyway, I have already repurchased this. This is a permanent part of my lipstick wardrobe. It is my lip sweat bed. I'm not wearing it today. I will talk about what I'm wearing in a minute. You know, I really like... You know, I'm a lipstick girl. I love all kinds of lipsticks. I'm a fanatic for the Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. I really like the balmy formulas. I love the L'Oreal Color Riche Shine formula. I love the Revlon Glass Shine formula, which is very, very similar to the L'Oreal. And I have that in the shade Rum Raisin. And then there's a Maybelline formula that was very similar, and it is also a glass formula. I cannot find this anywhere, and I'm almost out of one of my favorite colors. This is, I can't even remember the name of this lipstick. It is Maybelline Color Sensational Shine, I think. and this is in the color Spicy Mauve. I cannot find this anywhere. I think they discontinued that formula. And I'm almost out of that. I'm going to be so sad when that's gone. All this to say, the lipstick that I'm actually wearing today is a new lipstick. And I wanted to mention it because Lisa J, who has BK Beauty, did send these to me in PR, and they are beautiful. And it is just that really lovely, hydrating, balmy formula that I love so much. I'm not going to do a whole review, but I did want to share this with you because this is that type of formula, the other three that I've just talked about. And this is much more long lasting than the L'Oreal or the Revlon or the Maybelline. For some reason, even though it is that balmy hydrating formula, it is much, much longer lasting. So the lipstick I have on today is the BK Beauty, this one called Inner Beauty. I mean, you can tell what color lipstick I really love. That's what I'm wearing today. And it is in a magnetic, beautiful enamel, very, very elegant packaging. I wanted to mention this because I do think she is having some sort of sale, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and I've really been enjoying it. I'm going to swatch one more BK Beauty color for you. These are the two colors that I use the most from the new BK Beauty ones. And this one is called Passion. You can see that's a little bit deeper and a little bit richer. Anyway, I love this type of balmy hydrating formula. Okay, I got off on a complete tangent. This is supposed to be Empties, not a whole review of BK Beauty. Okay, couple of mascaras. You know I absolutely love my Holy Grail L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. I have been using this for at least 15 years. It is just a standby. It is affordable, it is volumizing, it is lengthening. I always use it over the L'Oreal primer, the L'Oreal eyelash primer, but this has been in my repertoire, in my toolkit for at least 15 years. However, I do like to try other mascaras, and one of my other favorite high-end mascaras, you probably know, is the Lancome Monsieur Big. Now, L'Oreal and Lancome are made by the same company. They both do lashes extremely well. Lancome is quite a bit more expensive than L'Oreal, so I only buy the Lancome on sale. But I have used the Lancome up. I've used the L'Oreal up. I already have a backup of the Lancome because the last time it was on sale, I purchased a backup. I need to repurchase my L'Oreal. What else did I want to say about this? Did I hear that Ulta is having like $10 mascaras for part of their Black Friday sale? I don't know. I haven't looked into that yet. Anyway, mascaras. You probably are going to see mascaras in almost all my empties because I go through them so quickly and they don't really last much longer than 3 months. Two great mascaras. Two more cosmetic products and then we'll be done. Actually, I don't know whether to call my City Lips Lip Plumping Lip Gloss skincare or cosmetics. I use it both ways. The City Lips Lip Plumping Lip Gloss is extremely hydrating to the lips. I don't really notice that it plumps my lips necessarily. I don't get any of that tingling sensation. But what this does for my lips is it just seals in very long-lasting hydration. I use it in the morning before I put my makeup on to pre-hydrate my lips. I use it at night as a sleeping mask. It lives in my purse. It just lasts such a very long time on the lips, and it really does an amazing job of hydrating, and I absolutely love it. It makes your lips look fluffy and pretty and glossy, and they are having a buy one, get one free. Last time they did a buy one, get one free, I purchased 4. So I purchased 4 for the price of 2. I still have 1 more in backup, but I'm probably going to purchase, a little bit more backup right now because that is the best deal that City Beauty offers each year is the buy one, get one free. So essentially 50% off because these are expensive. That's $35 for one of these. But again, half price, and I think it's a good deal and I absolutely love it and I cannot be without it. My very last empty to share with you, and it's not 100% empty, but it is empty enough that I need to talk about it. Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in the color Mood Exposure. I am so close to pan on this. It's actually about, the cardboard is showing up on half of it. I don't think you can see it. I'm absolutely repurchasing it during the Black Friday sale. I think Hourglass is having 20% off. You know, this is a mini, and it has taken me about a year and a half, maybe even 2, to go through it. This is a full size. This is a mini. And, you know, the full size is what, 40 something dollars? The mini is $24. So I probably will just purchase the mini again because it lasts me a long time. I love the size of it. It's easy to throw in my purse. I actually prefer the mini. Let me swatch this for you, even though I've talked about it over and over and done so many tutorials with it. But that is what it looks like on my finger, and I will swatch it on my arm for you. And that is the blush. It is just a almost nudie, dusty, mauve tone, a little bit glowy. You guys, you know I love this so much. Hourglass Ambient Lighting Mood Exposure, my all-time #1 favorite blush. Oh my gosh. Thank you once again for hanging in there with me. We got through a lot of empties today. Of course, all the products that we talked about today are listed and linked in the description box below. And some of these products are, of course, on sale for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Okay. Once again, I just have to say a huge thank you for all the comments and encouragement and support and the sharing that you guys all engaged with in last week's life update video. I cannot tell you how grateful I am for each and every one of you, and how I've read every comment, but there was just no way I could respond. I think I already said that. I just want to make sure that you understand how you really touched my heart, not only with the encouragement and the support towards me, but just the sharing with each other. It was really a beautiful thing. So thank you for that. And with all that being said, please take extra good care of yourself. What are your self-care priorities this week? You know, last week we talked about self-care and picking up the balls, and I picked up a couple gradually. You know, I tried to hydrate, I took some walks, I rested. I did not, part of my self-care was not doing that second video that I had hoped to do last week. I just really need to rest and regroup and reset. I do have a second video coming up next week on Tuesday. It was a pre-planned video, and it is a collab. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, please make sure you take really good care of yourself so that you can stay safe, happy, and healthy. And I look forward to visiting with you in the comments section. And I can't wait to see you in my video Tuesday. Okay? Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. The other moisturizer that I have been sort of alternating with, Obagi new, what is it called? Whoa. New Derm. Okay, we're going on and on. And now I smudged my glasses. Whoops, upside down. Oh my God. You guys, upside down. Bosley needs to go outside. Just a minute. You want to go outside? Gotta wipe this off or I'm gonna get it all over my sweater. I have a white cashmere sweater on. Help. This has to go. Okay, these are supposed to be mini reviews. I gotta stop going on and on and on.